Hello, all. This is Advocate Pasha. I'm a practicing lawyer at the High Court of Telangana, principal partner at MP Legal Associates. Today, I would like to discuss about Zero FIR. What is Zero FIR? Its validity and practicality, and the benefits of Zero FIR. But before that, I would like to share a little background about the Zero FIR. The aftermath of Nirbhaya case, Justice Verma committee led to several amendments in the criminal law in India. One such amendment is Zero FIR. There have been several instances where the police has refused to entertain a complaint or register an FIR citing territorial jurisdictions. That is, that the offense committed doesn't come under the police limits or their territorial jurisdiction. The inclusion of concept of Zero FIR is a milestone in our legal history. Yet many citizens are unaware of this right of theirs. Therefore, it becomes important to know and understand that now they can lodge a Zero FIR at any police station in the country. Now let us discuss what is a Zero FIR and why is it called a Zero FIR. A Zero FIR doesn't bear a serial number basically. It is numbered with 0 and hence the name is called Zero FIR. You can lodge a Zero FIR at any of your nearest police station irrespective of territorial jurisdiction or irrespective of where the offense has been committed. You can just walk into your nearest police station and register it under the Zero FIR. Once the Zero FIR is registered, it is then transferred to the appropriate jurisdictional police station where the offense has been committed. And after receiving the same, the concerned jurisdictional police station will number it with a serial number and then it gets converted to a normal FIR. The reason for transferring it to the appropriate jurisdictional police station is it becomes very convenient for them to investigate where the appropriate offense has been committed. Now let us talk about the validity and practicality of the Zero FIR. The validity of the Zero FIR is as similar as the regular FIR. The informant or the complainant of the Zero FIR can very well check if his FIR has been transferred to the appropriate jurisdictional police station and can also raise an appeal if there is an unnecessary delay to transfer the FIR. But there is one important thing which we all should remember, that certain offenses like rape, murder, sexual assault, accident, etc., which require immediate action of the police. Hence, before transferring the case to the appropriate jurisdictional police station, the concerned police station where the Zero FIR is registered should and must initiate an initial investigation and then transfer it to the appropriate jurisdictional police station so that the evidence is not tampered or any loss or irreparable loss is caused or happened to the informant or the victim. Every citizen must know about the benefits of Zero FIR, especially women. The Zero FIR comes into picture or its importance come into picture when you are traveling especially. If a crime is committed while you are traveling, you can make a complaint or lodge a Zero FIR at the nearest police station during your journey. And it becomes the responsibility of the concerned police officer or the station to transfer it to the appropriate jurisdictional police station so that there is no delay in the informing the crime or the offense. 2. For example, you live in Bombay and traveling to Hyderabad. Back at your home, an offense has been committed or a crime. You get the information in the middle of the journey. You can very well go to the nearest police station, inform or lodge a Zero FIR for the offense committed in Bombay. This is the most beneficial part of having a Zero FIR. Number 2, the victim's identity or the informant is protected. The concept of having zero FIR protects the identity and the confidentiality is kept of the victim and informant so that they don't have to go through the cumbersome procedures of legalities. The police station cannot deny registration. According to section 154 of Criminal Procedural Code CRPC, if any information is received by the police station about commission of a cognizable offense, they are duty bound to register the FIR. If the offense is committed out of their territorial jurisdiction or police limits, they must register it under zero FIR, conduct an investigation, and then transfer it to the particular jurisdictional police station. If any police officer refuses to register your FIR, they, especially against the cognizable offense against the women, such as rape, sexual assault, etc., then they are punishable for a term of 1 year or fine or a duty bound disciplinary action can be taken against them under the sections 166A of IPC. Hence, no police officer or police station can deny your complaint or FIR